Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play some more Your Boyfriend. Believe I only need three or so more routes. Two of which I know on top of my head. I might still have to keep going and check if there is any more, but so far I think there's only three more routes. I'm going to do the other drive route. Actually, no wait. Should I do the other drive route? Or should I do the... Yeah, I want to do the other drive route today because I want to see what happens if I don't tell anyone. Welcome, YN. You two have fun. My life has been chaotic. My family broke into another fifth drama, so I left the nest and ran straight to college. I got an apartment and a job, but even that has become unbearable. Working at the local Greasy Spoon Diner doesn't pay the best, obviously, so finding a roommate was my only recourse to being able to afford an apartment. Because apartments are expensive. I think in my state, it's actually cheaper to just buy a house. Now, my roommate's always bringing some dropout into our apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule is wrecked, and on top of it off, the rent is late. I heard once that if you become a roommate with a friend, you won't stay friends for long. In my case, my friendship is strained, with my friend making excuses for why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to scrape by every month. Picking up a second job will drive me to early grave at this point. The park gives me a chance to have some much needed alone time. This part of the park in particular is my favorite because it is untouched by obnoxious family members and college jerks. The only people who come here are groundskeepers. Even then, they only come by in the morning. I was gonna say, weren't we a college student? Or supposed to be a college student? Closing my eyes, I rub my face and breathe out the tension from my body so that I could enjoy the peace and quiet. Or were we supposed to go to college? Just then, I feel someone sit down beside me. Startled, I turn to face the interloper.
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
Hey, it's Peter. The stranger says, trying to keep me from leaping too high off the park bench. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? It's like, yeah. Literally not as jumpy as compared to one of my actual coworkers actually jumping out of nowhere and scaring me. What jump scare in a video game? Okay. Scooting awkwardly towards me, a shy smile creeps over his face. I feel my eyes on him like a hawk, unsure what his intentions are. Not once do his unblinking eyes stray from mine. So are you waiting for a family member or a friend? It just seems kind of odd for you to be sitting here, all alone like this, and so far away from the jogging track. Still, that is still a creepy line. A chill runs down my spine. I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him, perching closer to the edge of the bench. Does the same person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? No, but like I've said before, I've had weird questions. The stranger picks up on my knees, refraining from moving any closer towards me. Crossing his fingers in between his legs, he smiles warmly. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of those old people feeding pigeons after doing Chai Chi. Me, it's like, yeah, because I just look younger than I look. Just pulls out the birdseed and starts tossing it at the birds. Just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately. It's like he wants to wrap his arms around me in comfort, fingers twitching. Because he does.
Look, I know this is sudden. Very sudden. But may I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
I still do love the fact that he starts mumbling it out at a very sudden it's sudden because it just showed that he's trying to be awkward. Technically he is awkward, but can I have the pleasure? Never mind, he's weird. I can't help but I can't tell if he's just being socially awkward or eccentric. Or both. What, why? Why is he interested in me of all people? Like, I don't look like a movie. Do I look like a Hollywood person from Hollywood?
Well, I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
Yes, but no. Isn't that why you're here? My boyfriend? Why would he be assuming we're in a relationship? The stranger sits patiently, waiting for my answer. What? No! What? No! I pull my hand away from his. Normally I try to be polite when I turn down someone's advances, but this stranger presumptuousness makes my skin crawl. It's like my survival instincts are just kicking in overdrive. Oh, I see. I think I'm getting mixed messages from you. What? Because I'm playing the game? I mean, it doesn't make sense for you to come here and then not want me. Well, I quickly leave my seat. Hopefully, I can get back to the more freaking parts of the park before any other creeps crawl out under the rocks and bushes. I mean, he's talking to us, not the character on this. Where are you going? Far away from you, Peter. His expression is a tempest of mixed emotions. None of them as positive or playful as when I first saw him. It's getting late. I'm going to head home. I lie, of course. I roll around to find the nearest path out of the park and to the nearest public street. Oh well, maybe I could walk you home then. It's like, Peter, you're the one that doesn't get the memo. No, thank you. Look, it's nothing personal, but you're coming off as a little creepy. I'm not really that comfortable around you. He rubs his jaw. He rubs his arm arcly. It's like jaw. Creepy, but Peter, you do kidnap us late in a couple of days, so yeah, creepy. But I know he's gonna say I love you. Sorry, I have to go. I cut him off and walk away, occasionally looking over my shoulder. I don't want him creeping up on me. Well, my back was turned. He doesn't move, just sits there with a forlorn look on his face. I wander around the city a little bit more, visiting places I normally wouldn't. My paranoia has got me looking over my shoulder, wondering if he might still be working somewhere behind me. I don't know, maybe I'm not thinking straight. But who knows, some guy who presumes that he's your boyfriend before either of you even know each other's names is probably not the most mentally stable of people, are they? No. It's good to say change it. It's still the same. Still, the way I left him behind, like that makes me feel like maybe I'm the jerk. I come across a local forest shop. I remember passing on a few of my downtown walks. I've been meaning to stop in and pick up some flowers for the apartment, but could never seem to find the time. Well, I have time now, so why not? And then we're gonna crush his dreams again. Stepping into the shop, I'm hit with the fragrant combined scent of various flowers inside. I wander past the colorful displays of flower arrangements, potted plants, and small gift bags of pata runi. I had a particular purchase in mind. This is the roses. I catch a scent of roses from a rustic wooden shelf display. Being mindful that some still had their thorns, I reach out to pick one up. A hand brushes against mine. And it's Peter again. I snatch my hand away, catching a glimpse of the other person. Oh, fancy seeing you here. The man from the park beams at me before pulling the rose out. I didn't know you shopped here too. I don't. The stranger places a finger over his lips. Shh, it's a small shop. There's no need to raise your voice. It's like, I took that as offense. His comment rubs me the wrong way, but I try to compose myself. Did you follow me here? Is this a pure coincidence, or should I be worried? Oh, you should be worried. What? Of course not! He looks a little hurt by my accusation. I come here almost every day, you know. Oh, am I really being a butt to him? Yeah, he fumbles around with a rose in his hands, eyes focused squarely on the ground. I love flowers. This little shop is the only one nearby, so I come here a lot to see what new bouquets they have made and if they have any on sale. I'll admit that sometimes I get a glimpse of you through the windows of the diner that you work at. Lately I've been meaning to walk in and finally say hi, but I lose my nerves and stay out. Or else that it would be sweet, but we're going with this. What, you've been watching me? Are you serious? What kind of creep are you? Even though, technically, the way he worded it isn't creepy, but we do know he's actually stalking us. But it's not like that. No, it's totally like that, Peter. His hand reaches out from my shoulder in an attempt to calm me down. I flinch away in shock and disgust, not wanting his grubby hands anywhere on me. Don't touch me. I storm out of the florist shop, not looking back for anything. I do love the detail right here. It's getting dark out. I hate walking home at night. After crossing paths with that crazy stalker, I have no reason to now. I take a longer, less traveled path home in case that creepy guy knew more about my habits. Oh, he knows all my habits. Crap, I'll need to find a new place to hang out at, and probably a new job. I stormed into the apartment and slammed the door behind me, body slightly shivering from my earlier encounter. The rummaging of my roommate and the study partner in the kitchen comes to abrupt silence at my unceremonious arrival. I shield my eyes as I walk past. I flop down on my bed, muffling a frustrated scream with my pillow. After a moment, I roll over on my back and stare at the ceiling, trying to forget about my day, trying to forget about him. Sorry about if I sound a little weird because it's my coughing. Asthma. Falling asleep from sheer exhaustion, my last thought is a simple wish. It'll never come true. I hope I never see that weirdo again. It never come true. Okay, onward to day 2. So, Wyan, did you have a nice time with a stranger? Don't answer that. It's time to get up and face another day. Darn it. I roll over in my bed for a moment. Every inch of my body is begging me to wake up, but I don't wanna. I never want to get out of bed either. It's nice and warm, especially when it's winter. I just don't like the cold. It might be because I'm Arizonan. It's like I didn't get any form of rest at all. I fight the will to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting up in my bed. I'm a mess. Okay, so this 3 times. A person could probably fit comfortably inside. I thought I closed this last night. Okay. That's really all I want to do. It's like 9:12 a.m. It's like literally. So, yep, Peter's been in there. Oh god, I'm late for work. Finally dressed, I rush out of my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section, where I normally put my work keys.
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
A surge of irritation floods through me when I hear Lucy's voice. I take a glimpse over my shoulder towards the deadbeat, who wasn't making my life any easier. Yes, I'm in a hurry because some of us actually have a job. I mutter under my breath, grabbing my work keys from the kitchen counter and beginning to storm right by her. Again with the guilt trip. She mutters something else under her breath as she bites her tongue.
Look, I'm trying, all right?
Oh, I know, Lucy. I know. I just haven't had any callbacks yet. She tries to explain, but I'm grown tired of her half-butt excuses. I'm not even going to argue with her. Now is not the time, because right now, time is not on my side. I think this time, yeah, because I'm going to try and make it so I don't ask for any help. Would that mean I have to, take it as, yeah, sadly. I wave her off and make my way out the door, rushing myself down the stairs and out of the apartment building. First a stalker, now I might lose my job. With any luck, I might get hit by a car and die on impact. If only we were that lucky. We might be isekai'd someplace. But with our luck, we'd probably be isekai'd back into the same day. It would be Groundhog Day. Day 1 is like, I can't escape him. It's Sunday. There are usually hardly any customers on Sunday mornings. But even then, it doesn't excuse my tardiness. Rushing through the front doors of the diner, I dash into the kitchen and grab my apron off the coat hanger along the far end of the wall. The apron seemed to be the only place where grease stains don't get all over me. Fumbling to tie the apron on, I rush over towards the time clock and snatch my time card to punch in. And what's funny is I don't have to fumble for it because I make sure mine's already technically tied and I just slide in. So the company I work for, there is over the head and there's some that have a cross type thing. The cross one, I already have it made, so I just need to slide it on. And when I do this cross, even though it's technically, I think, designed for bigger people, is I don't like having it around my neck and hurting my shoulders, because I have stuff in there, like my inhaler, and it gets down and it actually has hurt my neck. Wait. According to this, I'm already clocked in. Who could have? TK! My attention snaps towards the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever it is, they're not trying to be discreet as they carry a clanking stack of dirty dishes back from a table.
There you are. Where have you been?
TK!
I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
Because you're awesome. TK rushes right by me as they gently place dishes into the sink of soapy hot water. Wiping their hands, TK sighs loud enough to make sure that I hear it. They're like this all the time though, always acting like they're the big sibling to everyone and keeping things in one piece. TK should actually be the manager of this of the diner. I'm just saying. I huff as I try to think of an excuse that doesn't sound as pathetic as my alarm clock didn't go off, but the truth is all I have, so I try to downplay the issue. I don't get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday morning. You clearly weren't paying attention to when you barged in. It's like, nah, who needs to pay attention? Attentions cost too much. TK wipes their hands on their apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the? Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts here? Because to make you suffer while you're in. I try not to raise my voice to a point where the fiber chomping boomers outside did not hear me. A tour bus came along. That's what happened. Now stop asking questions and start waiting tables. Oh yeah, we're gonna go for a little spiel about the T-bone steak. I love doing that line. TK hands me a spare notepad and pencil and nudges me out of the kitchen. Great, here I am, hoping to have an easygoing day. So much for that. The breakfast crowd is a nightmare. Karens and redneck grandpas everywhere with something up their butts. Some even going as far as refusing to pay because I didn't kiss their goddamn feet whenever their coffee was not filled all the way, or their T-bone steak wasn't cooked the way they wanted. Yeah, T-bone steak for breakfast. Not even breakfast steak and eggs either. An actual T-bone dinner, T-bone steak dinner with potatoes and steamed carrots. And then when one person refuses to order off the breakfast menu, there's a dozen more who follow suit. Such a hassle. Why would the elder be more like my grandparents? Pleasant and polite. The last of the great generation, not these entitled boomers. Yeah, Mom. I think these entitled boomers would be more pleasant to my grandmother. Just saying. Current generation, yeah, not so great. Eventually the crowd starts dying down. Most leaving to do some sightseeing, others staying to order more food, more coffee or lunch. At least these are the kind of customers that don't mind, mind their own business and are more focused on eating or talking. I kind of like talking to customers, though. Kind of like talking to some of the older people, though. Not when they make fun of me for having to wear gloves. So I have eczema all over my hand, and people that come from colder parts of the states go and make fun of me. Oh, are you cold? No, I'm literally broke out with eczema. Staggering into the kitchen, I let out a long sigh and rest against the wall, finally able to take a moment and relax. I'm allergic to the cold, technically, and dogs, and certain soaps. And perfume, because I can't even, I get an asthma attack. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed a table. TK sneaks over to my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pointing back out the dining area. I roll my exhausted eyes and look towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having some Karen hurl their oatmeal on me again. I'll just stare at the Karen. It's like, you're not getting food anymore. I would, but you owe me for covering your butt for an hour. Darn it, they have a point. Like, yeah, they do. With a groan, I leaned myself off the wall, trying to straighten my posture, and stumble back out. Scanning the booths, I check all the tables I had already gone, matching their faces in orders table by table. I don't think I missed any. A voice chimes in from the booth to my right. It's like, yeah, we already know. It's Peter. Hey there, stranger. At casual, or no, I'm gonna go. Oh God, not you. Seriously, what kind of, what part of leave me alone did you not understand? I just love his little rant here. I bell out, gaining the attention of the remaining people inside the diner. I hope that calling him out like this would get him to leave. No, it won't. It's like, the creeper stiffens up a little, giving a rather hurt expression. You did. I'm not as thick as I seem to be, honest. The tone in his voice is frantic. All I want to do was apologize for my behavior yesterday. You didn't even give me a chance to explain myself. Explain yourself? There's no explanation for spying on me every day when you go on your walks. Air quotes right there. Oh, so you never recognize familiar faces whenever you follow the same routine every day? I actually do. Depends on the people. Just like the old couple who always come here every Wednesday and pretend like they're happily married, even though all they do is sit in silence. I have an old couple every Thursday that comes in. I haven't been able to work on Thursdays for a while because there's a cashier that sprays perfume, and she's been working on those days. But I think after next week, I can finally go back and work whenever day I want. I just kind of followed our coworker's schedule. And even that creepy red-headed doctor who always picks the same corner, always ordering the simple cup of tea, well, staring at everyone with an eerie smile. I wonder if that creepy red-headed doctor is his psychologist. I'm just thinking. Makes sense. You're not the only face that I recall, YN. He mumbles, looking down at the table in front of him as he starts picking up one of the napkins. He does have a point. Letting out a deep sigh, I hold up my notepad and pencil. Just tell me what you want to order. He picks up the menu and starts looking over. I still want to make it up to you, though, for being too forward yesterday, I mean. As he speaks, he starts folding the napkins into a paper crane. Rolling my eyes, I try my best not to snap at him, speaking now through my teeth. Oh God, no, alright? I might have overreacted. I might have misinterpreted your intentions, but that does not change the fact that I do not want anything to do with you. It can't be helped, dear. It's like, yeah, I'm stuck with him. His eyes shift over towards me, an eerie glint in his gaze as he smiles a little, responding to my reply.
You're just playing hard to get at this point.
And I do love games. Like red flags. Peter is just a walking red flag to begin with. A chill of dread shoots through my entire body. I don't know if it's the words, his tone, or the gaze that's setting off all the red flags, but I'm not going to stand here and analyze why my survival instincts are kicking into overdrive. Turning away, I quickly make my way back into the kitchen, trying to untie my apron with my sweaty palms. TK approaches me with an expression of concern. They might have watched the whole thing happen. It's like, yeah. TK should have just called the police right then and there. Hey, are you alright? What happened? What did he say? I can't do this. I need to go home. I hand TK my apron. Just have Alicia cover my shift from now on.
Whoa! You're quitting? What did he do? Should I call the police?
And we are going with yes, please. Because I want to see what happens if I generally refuse to tell anyone. Yes, please, that man's stalking me. TK doesn't hesitate the moment I'd say this, making a direct line to the phone. I stand in the kitchen area, taking the occasional glance out the kitchen window to see if he's still there. Of course he is. Of course he still is, sitting there while finishing up on making his knack and crane. TK comes back after a moment, taking a glance at the butthole before turning their attention back over towards me. Alright, they're gonna be sending someone over in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes? He'll be gone by then. I'm aware of that. So you know what? When we call the police now, he'll be the suspect. The guy's description. TK matches my furious whisper and looks just as baffled and disappointed with the situation that I am. But this is actually the scarier part because it's known that police don't do anything about stalker cases. Like, there's actual horror stories about this. Either way, we'll still file a report and give them a description and something at least. But he knows where I work, and he knows the section of the park where I like to relax. What if he knows where I live? Well, there's no what if he does. Well, I guess you could stay with me in the meantime and wait for all this to blow over. Really? Sure, I've gotten to know you well enough, so I'm positive you won't try to steal anything. I also don't know what to say. I just feel a sense of relief that not only will I be with a more terrible person, but I also won't be walking home alone. Of course, the creep's gone by the time the police arrive. We give our best description of him before trusting that they would look into the matter. TK and I have our doubts, though. Luckily, the rest of the kitchen staff let us go home early, but we have to be at work earlier tomorrow morning. Which means we didn't actually clear a job this time. I just see this right here, it's so cute. It doesn't look like much, but at least it's away from my neighborhood, thank God.
Here we are, home sweet home.
They live in this place? That's actually kind of nice. I shouldn't be picky due to my situation, but just having me in here feels like I'm cramping up the whole place. Looks like they live alone too. They probably aren't able to afford anything else. Actually, I kind of like TK's apartment better. Still, at least I have a safe place for a more down-to-earth roommate. With a more down-to-earth roommate. Sorry, it's not much. They mutter, looking around the single-space area they live in. No, don't be. I still appreciate you bringing me in like this. They seem relieved upon hearing me say this, giving a smile as they start pulling out some extra blankets from under their bed. Well, just so you know, the couch does fold out into a bed. It's actually more comfortable than the mattress I got. So hey, special treatment for a special guest. Aw, I think it's awesome. Who would have thought my coworker from the diner would be so mellow and sweet outside of work? Thank you, it means a lot that you're going out of your way for me like this. It's no problem. I know what it's like to have creeps harass you. You don't deserve it. Tiki's awesome. The rest of the day goes alright. I have to phone my roommate that I'm going to be away for a few days. Of course she doesn't answer the phone, so I have to leave a message instead in hope that she checks it soon. Still, this certainly is a pleasant change from the stress of my life. Hours later. The one downside of sleeping in a new place is that I can't stay asleep. It's like, unless I get melatonin, yeah, even in my own bed, I can't half the time. I need some water. Unless I'm really sick or I'm not on the computer before bed. Getting up off the sofa, I feel around the dark, unfamiliar area, trying to recall where the kitchen section was in this place. Jeez, who was that? Through the darkness, I see a figure standing before me, hearing them give a brief shh sound as I feel them place their hand on my shoulder. ... The figure doesn't answer, so I feel their hand squeeze my shoulder almost as though they're feeling me. What are you doing? I try to pull away from the figure's grasp, but then a wet rag smothers my nose and mouth. Falling back, I lash out with my arms and jerk my neck to pull my face away from the rag. Whoever this is, they seduce me by quickly wrapping their thin limbs around my body and hold me tight. I try to break free, but they did not loosen up one bit. Oh God, I'm starting to feel drowsy and weak. Who's doing this? Why? A chill runs down my spine as I feel a kiss against my cheek. A familiar and sickening voice whispers in my ear.
I'll see you tomorrow, darling.
Peter, we already know. No. He found me. How? I can't. Onward to day 3. What? My head. What the heck happened? Oh God, he found me. This can't be good. TK, wake up. Wait, he's not in his bed. TK? They're not here. What on earth? Did they go into work today? They will have woke me up. My cryptid punk. Wait, this kind of looks like Peter right here. I do love the little fleshy right here. I better give them a call and see what's going on. I hope Kasumi and Jackson are all right working today. It's supposed to be their day off. And what's funny was, weren't we supposed to come in early? Hey, guess what? I haven't answered. Sorry about that. If you want, leave your name and number, and I'll get right back to you, maybe. Great. Hey, TK, it's me. Look, we're not safe here. That prick was here last night. We need to... Hello? I didn't know you could answer when there was a message going on. TK? Why did you run off with them like that? Okay, yep, Peter. What did you do? And why do you have his phone? Because I will link you to probably link you to the murder. Just saying. My blood ran cold. I felt my heart sink into my stomach as a familiar voice spoke. I couldn't even speak as my phone trembled in my hands. You're making this rather difficult. I'm willing to put in the extra effort for you, but I'm not fond of mixed messages. What did you do to TK? It's just one less obstacle for you and I to deal with. We're back on track to how things are supposed to be, and we can begin loving one another. Isn't that great? The chipper tone in his voice made me feel sick. My legs were losing their strength as I tried not to collapse on the floor. It's like, We pull out of the room and we figure out he's going to be chasing after us because he's in the room. ... I'm going to do ... this time. I didn't know what to say. Any words that popped up in my head faded, and it faded just as quickly because I couldn't reach past my lips to say it. I couldn't help it. I choked back a sob as I knelt on the floor, I no longer having the strength to stand up. Why are you doing this? I finally managed to say, unable to hide the crack in my voice. No, darling, please don't cry. It'll be okay, I promise. Look, why don't we meet up at the diner? We'll talk this over, and you'll see that there's nothing to worry about. Everything will only get better from here. I'll be waiting, okay? Oh, and no cops, I will know. I couldn't hold back my tears anymore. Once he hung up, I felt so stuck. TK's missing, and this guy had something to do with it. I wanted to scream, break something, maybe storm over there, and strangle the butthole for using my friend like this against me. I had to do something. I was fully sitting on the floor at this point, the reality of my situation getting heavier and heavier. I couldn't face him, but I couldn't abandon TK either. So dragging someone else to get hurt, God knows how he would know if I called the police. What am I gonna do? We could run away together. And then you realize he's in the room, which, conveniently, he shouldn't be able to hide anywhere, but he's managed to hide. My heart leaped up into my throat, my eyes wide as I saw the butthole right in front of me. I just can't use the B word, even though I could say it, wish I could say it. YouTube. If I say it, you'd probably get demonetized. You were hiding here? How? Did you hide under the bed? Well, yes. I had to be sure that you went to the diner like I asked. I couldn't help but cut in. I was so sick of this man. Why couldn't he leave me alone? Why are you doing this? His shoulders lower a little. The smile on his face faded a little upon hearing me ask this. I told you, I'm your boyfriend. I always have been. It's like, are you talking to me or our character, or both? My eyes well up with tears upon hearing this. Both fear and disgust were nearly unbearable. God, if I could just get hit by a car and die on impact. The truck couldn't take me home. I would be welcoming it. Maybe have him get hit by instead. Either is bliss. I should just get hit by Truck-kun. A boyfriend doesn't force themselves into a relationship, stalk and kidnap friends. Oh, hey now, I didn't kidnap TK. Yeah, you did far worse. You did far worse. He reassured me, looking a little startled by my assumptions. Startled? Peter, you did far worse. I just made sure there was one less obstacle between us, I promise. What did you do to them then? You barged in here like a freaking bat out of hell and knocked me out. I know. I'm sorry. There's a part of my personality that I can't control as much as I would love to. Yeah, get a better therapist, Peter. A better therapist. I'm pretty sure Harley Quinn is a better therapist than your therapist. And she fell in love with the Joker. What are you talking about? At least at one point. She has a better relationship with Poison Ivy from what I hear. What are you talking about? It's not porn. I just hope it doesn't interfere with our happy ending. Happy ending? You still think we're a couple after all this. So, speaking of Harley Quinn, Peter is basically both Harley Quinn and the Joker combined. Don't raise your voice, darling. You wouldn't want anyone else getting hurt, would you? Dear God, that wasn't a threat. That was a promise. He was willing to harm anyone who got in his way. Freaking psychopath. I mean, I'm saying he's both Joker and Harley Quinn together, even though technically we would be technically the Harley Quinn in the relationship. He's both Harley Quinn and Joker at the same time because he's the one that's successfully in love, and he's also the psychopath. No. I know you want. You're a good person like that. It only makes you all the more lovely to me. What do you want from me? He seems taken back and confused by my question. I don't want anything from you. All I need is your love, and come heck or high water, I'll do anything to achieve that. Besides, leave me the heck alone. Besides that, sorry. I thought for a moment, wanting to see if he's just being poetic or serious. Or both. I had to test him. Take me to TK. I spoke in a nearly demanding voice. You stalked me, followed me to work, knocked me out, and kidnapped my friend. You owe me this much. He stood there, his expression nearly unreadable at first before giving a little nod. Alright, I bought my van with me, so there will be no need to walk all the way there. I would like to walk instead, actually. His stance becomes more offensive as he stepped closer, his eyes looking deeply into mine as he spoke. You want to see TK? We're taking my van. He wasn't asking. He was demanding. Fine, but if you try anything, I will kick you and make you crash, killing us both. Dying together, darling, that would actually be a blessing for me. For Pete's sake. Waiting parked on the curve is a worn-down looking gray van. Its windows darkly tinted. On the side, all it needs is a free candy sign, and it's good to have several people report it. Though, to be honest, watching a lot of van life, a whole bunch of van life people. Only people I've watched were like, Carol Nate, and having them have the van since COVID, and during COVID. That's what I think of when I see a van. Though theirs has only the 2 doors, and the regular doors, and it slides. He opens the van door for me, helping me inside before closing it shut. Inside isn't too bad. He keeps it decently clean with a cachet collection of scented pine trees on the rear mirror and an ashtray filled with various coins. I'm surprised he doesn't have like cigarettes in there because he's canonically a smoker. I sat in the passenger seat, leaning as far away from him as possible. I sat in the passenger seat, leaning as far away from him as I possibly could. That butthole still wearing his stupid grin. As he sat there, set himself in the passenger seat and turned on the van. I was so ready to kick open the door and jump out, making a run for it and getting help. Who knows how fast this man's reflexes were, though, so I don't want to try. His reflexes are faster than mine, what they say. Be fair. If I try to run... He's chasing after me. He's gonna catch me. I'll probably have an asthma attack up the road. The drive was arcly quiet. At least I was. The butthole tried to start up a conversation during this time. So I understand your family life isn't going too well, huh? Well, my family life was never the best. If anything, we all really would like to just rip each other apart. Also, no matter what, we're gonna get this. I don't think we're even a family, just people with labels for content. Do you have anyone like that in your life? No. ... Well, I have a lot of folks like that in mind. It's like they're not even real, you know? Like you're so much better not having them at all. Are you telling me that because you're in a video game that they're not real, or that you're just a little bit need even more help? Sometimes you just want to jab a split of wood into their back, wrap your hands around their throat and squeeze, maybe stab them multiple times. You know that feeling? No. Really, no. I get it. You're not in much of a mood to talk, I understand. I mean, I could get mad at family, but they are family. And also, from Supernatural, even some people that are not actual blood related can still be family. Family does not end blood. Would you like to listen to some music instead? Yeah, can it be Carry On With My Wayward Son on repeat? Let me see what I could find. Oh no, I got it. It's put my own phone on there and spam, Has Been Hotel songs on there. I didn't react as he flipped through the stations, my mind to focus on saying TK again, hoping that they would be alright. Or no. We are from One Piece. We are. Here we go. To be honest, I hate this song. I swear I bleed eternally every time it comes on. Okay, what song is it? Because Carry On My Wayward Son, I'm gonna sing it on so off key, but be happy about it because Supernatural. Then why do you listen to it? Because it reminds me of why I'm here, why I do the things I do, why I need you. Why? He doesn't respond as he reaches to turn off the radio, his eyes staying on the road as he does so. We're here. Pulling off to the curve, the man puts his van into park and kills the engine. He nearly hopped out and was about to come around to open up my door. I didn't want to give him that satisfaction, so I opened the passenger door on my own, nearly knock him over with it. I wish I did. It's like a bam. Whoops, sorry. Run. Well, here we are. Now what? Now we wait. I see your boss is already inside, so they'll be arriving any minute now. Who? Justin, I hear sirens in the distance. The freak smiled a little as he turned his attention over towards the diner. Peter. Here they come. I watched as the scene before me escalated. One by one, people began to gather outside the diner. He remained quiet, watching everything with me. Occasionally, he would try to hold my hand, but I would quickly yank it away from him and step further away. It's like, no, I couldn't stay quiet any longer. Why are we here? Where's TK? I told you, Ryan. I didn't kidnap them. They're not even in my possession, tied up and in need of rescuing. None of that. What? He doesn't respond at first, his eyes just glancing towards me for a moment before turning his attention back towards the diner. I try to be gentle, caring, aware of my actions when too bold. I tried to make it up to you. Apologize, fresh start, and what did you do? You had the cops called on me and ran off with them. They liked you, really liked you. Heck, I dare say they might have actually, it might have actually been love. I couldn't let them get in the way. This is about us, not them. So I removed them. You know, it'd be funny if Wyatt doesn't start attacking Peter now. You what? Not to worry. I made sure the first strike was quick, though I got carried away afterwards. That can't be. I didn't think once about my safety. Didn't consider the dangers I put myself in for acting as I did the moment I heard this. Instantly, I bowled across the street. I couldn't even hear him calling out to me or caring for the cars that slammed on their brakes to avoid hitting me. TK. Hey, you're entering a crime scene. You can't be here. But my friend is in here. No. Doing that to TK. I tried to force my way into the kitchen, but a set of arms wrapped around me tightly, pulling me away from the horrific scene before me. I tried to kick and struggle, raising a fuss. I was far too hysterical to notice the creep, apologizing to the officer and carrying me out of the diner. Before I knew it, I was roughly shoved against the wall in some alleyway, his hand over my mouth to hush me from further yelling. Darling, calm yourself. How the heck can I calm myself, you sick butthole? You killed my friend. You think I wanted to? You think I was eager to slice them to ribbons the moment I had the chance? Oh, yeah, you were eager for it. You're always eager to kill, for Peter. I had so many chances before, so many times I easily could have done it, but I didn't. I killed him because you gave me no choice. You don't need to gaslight me. I know for a fact that no matter what, you're gonna kill someone. Either, TK, Dawn, Lucy, or a random random Karen. You're gonna still kill. You're gonna somehow get the idea to do it. Are you kidding? You're blaming all this on me. I don't blame you. You simply forced my hand. I didn't force your hand. You're gonna kill someone no matter what. Because I wouldn't freaking date some creep who's been following me. Because you ran off with them. I was no threat. I was ready and willing to be anything you asked of me. Whatever it took for me to be all yours. That's why I'm here. You're my reason for being here. And if I decide to actually date you, you still kill someone. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You're what's wrong with me. You are what's wrong with me. You're the one that keeps me awake at night. You're the one who's always on my mind, the one who makes my heart beat out of my chest each time I see you, smell you. You want to know the truth? The truth is I'm mad to the point that I caress your skin while you sleep soundly each night. You're insane. The madman chuckles. Yes, but it's all for you, love. I freeze as I feel his lips against my cheek, followed by the hot, wet sensation of a tongue trailing down my neck before he whispers, "And if you tell anyone, I'll kill them too." Saying this, he takes my hand into his, intertwining his fingers along with mine as he nips at my ear. I'll be by your place later tonight, dear. The butthole doesn't say more as he pulls away, a crooked smile and lust lingering on his eyes while he takes his leave out the alley and down the street. I take a moment to register what's happening, everything he told me. I'm stuck. TK's dead because of me, and he'll do it again if I try to reach out for help. Dear God, I'm stuck. I didn't go back to my place. I couldn't. The way he spoke before leaving, for sure he knew where I lived too. Oh, I could told myself that. Why would he? The butthole was a stalker and a murderer after all. Maybe running away is the best option. I still couldn't shake the feeling of his touch on my body, his voice still ringing in my ears. I felt so hopeless. I couldn't turn to anyone. I couldn't go back home. I have to just skip town and vanish. Hopefully he doesn't find out and follow me. Oh, he will. He's probably following me right now. Do I even dare answer? It might be him. Holding my breath, I pull out my phone, taking a quick glance to see who was calling. I mean, to be fair, you could just take anyone's phone and use it. Like TK's. Oh, thank God, it's not him. Though still troubling since he's been harassing me about rent for a while now. Given what's I'm going through, I'd rather be chewed out about rent right now. It's like, not really. Taking a deep breath to calm myself, I answer the phone, trying to sound as normal as possible. Hey, hi. I didn't expect you to call. How's it going? Okay, what's wrong? What do you mean? I'm fine. I just wasn't expecting a call from you or anything. The other half of the rent is still not paid. You haven't come back since yesterday, and there was a murder at your work place. And you're telling me everything's fine? Yeah, totally. Oh, you're heard about that? It's been all over the news, and my son was on the scene when someone who worked there burst in and made a scene before vanishing. That was you, wasn't it? Did you give this description? Because I plead the fifth. Crap. Okay, you're right. Nothing's fine. Everything's worse. But I can't say. I can't stay anymore. Can't stay? What's going on? I'm in a bad spot right now. Really bad. If I told you, you might get hurt too. I mean, what happens if I was the murderer, though? And Delta's gonna try to get me to come with him. I mean, I know Peter is, but just say hypothetical. If I'm in a bad spot, I think I'm gonna be running away from the cops, and he's just gonna go, okay, I'm gonna take you. Pick you up. Where are you at? Where are you at right now? What? Where are you at? I'll come by and pick you up. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I instantly hang up on the phone, the frustration getting even worse as I shove it into my pocket. Darn it, someone I barely knew is even noticing something's wrong. I can't do a damn thing about it. I might have to leave, forget everything, and just be some freaking drifter. That's one's lifestyle that I wasn't keen on thinking about. At this point, even being roadkill is better than seeing that butthole again. I might as well hit some convenience store and buy whatever I can. Maybe make my way to the next town over and see if China will let me stay for the next few days. I wonder who that is. I kept walking for a while, kept going until I was out of the city, approaching the edge of the town. Here we are. This is a better place than any. Teak and I used to stop here and grab a snack if we were not in the mood for fast food. Tiki always picked up the more spicy goodies like Thais, probably Takis, and flame ball jawbreakers. I remember them even talking about taking the ghost chili challenge. Now they can't. I'll just eat ghost chilies. There you go. I tried to hold back the tears as I approached the doors. I need to focus on leaving. Not what was taken from me. It's quiet here. Well, I guess it would be since it's nighttime now, and not many people come here for gas and snacks. Maybe smokes, but that's it. I bet it's nice and peaceful for whoever's working to not. Hi, welcome in. Why in? Huh? Lucy, what are you doing here? Well, obviously I work here. Wait, you have a job? It's like, but you're a deadbeat. Hey, I just got it today. Not much of a deadbeat now, am I? And you don't call me Lucy. That's actually the fastest time that you get a shift. Woo, sorry, when were you gonna tell me you got a job? I was gonna keep it a surprise until I was done with my shift. But since you're here, surprise! It's like, surprise! Hey, wow, congrats! Don't jump to too much excitement. Now we're gonna go for a party. Oh wait, no, I have to run away. What are you doing here anyway? You look terrible. Did something happen? It's nothing. It's nothing. I muttered, walking past her and starting to go through the aisles. Classic YN, never wants to talk. I'm trying to keep you safe. Trying to keep you safe. I kept to myself, looking at various items I needed to leave town. I love the... I love that. I couldn't tell Lucy. It's not like she would really care about my situation anyways. Oh, she will. We found out last time. Besides, even if we are now far away from wherever he might be, he's a stalker. Who's to say the butthole isn't waiting for me outside or right in the store listening to us? Well, we're correct on that. He's probably already here. Okay, not probably. He's here. Because he stalks us. I pick up whatever was available. A small satchel, gloves, a lighter, some canned goods, water, something sweet, and something salty. As I approached the register, my eyes caught a glimpse of someone who was already up there, purchasing a pack of cigarettes. Oh, you have to be kidding me. Like, there he is. Hey there, I was hoping you'd show. Drops everything and runs. He beamed, just barely pulling out his wallet. You two know each other? Of course, we've been dating. I'm surprised Ryan never told you about me. Wait, you two are dating? Yeah, I would love to hear that. It's like, just drops everything and runs. Then takes his van and drives off now. I guess Ryan was just too embarrassed, huh, darling? Hot wires it. I don't even know how to hot wire a car. I had a classmate that taught us how to hot wire a car in a communication class in high school. I forgot all about it because I wasn't paying attention. I had the nerve to look towards... he had the nerve to look over towards me. The smile on his face, the casual tone of his... Because, to be fair, why would I need to hotwire the car? How I wanted to scream at him and storm out, but that look in his eyes, it was a warning. He knew what I wanted to do. He followed me here to make sure I didn't tell her. Oh, I'm unpredictable. I'm gonna storm out, hotwire the car, and drive off. Yeah, I just didn't know how to go about it. Oh, sweet. Maybe you could start putting my roommate here in a better mood. Oh, we're pacing ourselves, don't worry. I'll take good care of them. Here, I'll even pay for their stuff. With this, he pulled out a $100 bill, placing it on the counter. Sorry, we can't accept $100 bills here. Consider it a tip. You keep the change. Seriously, yeah. You have a keeper here, Ryan. Can we go now? I asked, trying my best to hide how miserable I was at this point. Seeing him act so friendly towards her, towards someone who didn't even know him, was enraging. The creep was manipulating the situation, making it seem like he was completely innocent to gain Lucy's favor. I would happily kill him if it was legal. Well, the purge isn't an actual thing, so I don't think that would happen. Of course. Well, would it be self-defense, though? He purred, taking my items and placing them on the counter for Lucy to scan. I mean, if we kill him, and we show evidence that he was a murderer, TK, would we get scot-free? She didn't even bother reading the toll as she put everything in the bag and handed it to me. You should be nicer to people like your man here. Yeah, about that. I didn't say anything as I took my leave, damn near ready to make a run for it as I heard that butthole fall behind. Once the doors closed, we both walked out far enough from the store to make it seem like we were approaching his van. My patience was dry. Quickly, I turned towards him, giving him a hard shove against his chest when it nearly caused him to fall over. What the heck is wrong with you? Leave me alone! I hate you. I freaking hate you. You can't take a freaking hint. You killed my friend. You followed me to the gas station TK and I used to go to all the time. You might as well spit on their grave, you butthole. He was so taken back, looking both startled from my outburst and hurt by my words. Lion, look, I'm sorry. It's all going so terribly. I tried explaining. I tried making it work. I'm going to keep trying for you. You're my reason to live. I'm here because of you. We were meant to be together. I were not. Well then, I better make sure you don't get that chance. He moved too quickly. Before I knew it, he charged towards me. His hands gripped the top of my head, and he slammed me against the passenger window of his van. All I heard was a sickening crack against the back of my head before I collapsed to the ground, my vision going darkly as I barely heard him speak. Go ahead and rest. I'll take us home. Onward to day 4. My head hurts. Adult age spreads across my side of my head like a bush fire sparked from a cigarette butt. The vein behind my eyes are throbbing. A warm, soft cloth caresses my cheek. I try to reach up to rub my head, but my wrists are bound above my shoulders with neon rope. Where the heck am I? Good morning, sleepinghead. I twist my head to look over to the pair of blue eyes that are glaring at me. Slowly, in the midst of the panic rising from my gut, my head clears and the horrors of the day before all come flooding back. Oh God, TK. He killed TK. not one afterthought. Not a shed of remorse. And then he came for me, and my head, it still hurts. And if he's willing to kill to get what he wants, he's already attacked me. Who knows what else he's be willing to do to get what he wants. Oh, or no, a warm metallic taste taints the side of my mouth, and I realize I've been biting my inner lip so hard it's waiting. I swallow and take a deep breath. If I play it cool, maybe he won't hurt me, and if I gain his confidence, maybe I'll have a chance to escape. My throat's dry, trying to suppress a cough. I manage to choke out a question. Where am I? With a warm grin that makes my skin crawl, he swept his hands at the room around me. Darling, you're home! My books, my clothes, everything, even my plushies and my game daddy. All my most familiar belongings are resting around me in a room that's completely alien. God, maybe I'm dead, and this is heck? Kind of takes your breath away, doesn't it? I hope you like it, Peter. You don't kidnap people. So just pulls out a spray bottle somehow and starts spraying like a cat. No need to thank me just yet. It's just the first of my many gifts to you. I even brought you several new packets of batteries for your little gaming device. All the charms of your old life, but without any of the burden. What do you think? All this plus a sandwich. It's like, all this plus a sandwich, and it could all be yours if you date me. I made it a few minutes ago. I was hoping it would be sort of a welcome to your new home present, but maybe it's it'll just help break the ice. He sits up from the bed and dashes to the door of the bedroom. I can hear his feet thumping down the hallway. I have to escape. It's like, no, I have to run. A few moments later, he saunters inside. In one hand, he holds a tall, clear glass of water, and in the other, he holds a plate, on top of which rests a white bread sandwich cut in alleyway. I can't tell if it's the rush of blood in my head or if I'm even more confused by my surroundings than when I'm staying upright. It's like, no, I'm just confused with what's going on. It's a peanut butter and jelly. I'm not quite sure what your favorite sandwich is. I always imagined that our first date would be in that cute little diner that you worked at, but I guess it wasn't in the stars, at least this time around. It's like, yeah, pray again that we can go on the date. That's what he's telling us. Thanks, but I'll eat a bit later. Oh, you don't like it? No, I don't. I do like it, and it looks delicious, really, but I'm just so confused. What about, darling? I don't take my eyes off him. I don't even blink. Why are you doing this? Why did you kidnap me? He looks slightly wounded by my question, as if I already knew the answer, but refused to see it. He turns his gaze to the bedsheet, staring for a moment before returning his attention to me. He looks like he's having a horrible time trying to explain himself, as if he manages to catch the words before they come out long. His shoulders slack, and he looks at me longingly. I wish that you could see yourself the way I see you. From the first time I saw you, I could see that you were different from everyone else, you know. It's not just because I think you're attractive. I mean, you are. You are beautiful to me, but I can't take my eyes off you. You haunt me. You're all I think about when I'm awake and all I dream about when I'm asleep. I couldn't get you out of my head. So yeah, I started to watch you. I'm not really proud of it, but I had to know what you were like. I'm not a people person by any stretch. In fact, I can't stand being around anyone else. People do their own people go about their petty little lives, self-interested and greedy, with having so little to no ambition because their dreams have died. I think my dreams already died, sir. So many people crushed by the weight of the world, and now they're just husk. They're dead dreamers in a world of shadows, ghosts unable to see past their own little bubble of self-indulgence. Pathetic. Even if I did have, even if I wasn't, my dreams crushed. This technically crushed my dreams, Peter. I saw you from every angle. You're kind, caring, and loyal to friends who are down on their luck. You're savvy and snarky, and you can roll with the punches the life throws at you because sometimes life is just a sick joke. And I've even seen you're strong, assertive, and unwilling to compromise your own self-worth and loyal and honor. But then those dead dreamers start to look at you, staring. I saw the same change they wanted to force upon you. It made me sick. No, I wouldn't let them take you as empty as they are. Technically you are, because you took me away from whatever dream I had. Just saying. I had to save you. What? He pauses for a few moments, as if he's waiting for me to interject. But with my heart thumping in my chest, I half expected him to smash the plate against the other side of my head if I didn't answer the way he wanted me to. I don't know what to say. My answer's passive and meager. A faint smile curls in the corner of his lips. I think you do, but maybe I'm just putting too much pressure on you right now. You're a bit tired, and that nasty bump on the head probably isn't helping. Apologize for that, by the way. It just seemed like the easiest way to get you here. Try to get some more rest. I'll just have a few more things to do before I'm completely done with work stuff, and then I can be yours all day. Try to get a little more rest, and I just have a few more things before I completely. Oh, I already said that. I'll untie you and show you around your new home. Then maybe we could watch a movie or something. The thought of spending another moment in this freak's presence is almost enough to make me rich. But I hold back for now. Can't you untie me now? The stranger looks at me like I were a child asking for more candy. The condescension in his voice parable. Darling, I don't want you assign yourself too much just yet. I need to know that you can be trusted before I let you roam around out of my sight. Oh, it doesn't. No, you're not gonna let me out, so I'm gonna still have to get out myself. Don't worry though, I'm sure you'll get settled in a right way when you start to see how great you have it here. I'll do my best to keep everything give you everything you could ever want. He pauses, looking deeply in my eyes. For the rest of our days. He places a slight kiss on my forehead before slowly rising to his feet and heading towards the door. The monster, all I want right now is to be as far away from him as possible, but clearly not in the cards in his eyes. I'll be in my bedroom next door. Just shout out if you need anything from me, darling. Get some rest. He pauses as he slowly closes the door, locking it behind him. That's not but he thinks I'm just gonna lay here and wait for him to come back and play his sick little games. He got another thing coming. I hear the door to what must be his room closing. followed by footsteps in the room next door, but then nothing. After a couple of minutes of silence, I sit myself on the bed and try to untie the ropes with my teeth. Ah, crap. Where did he learn to tie knots like this? I continue to bite and pull my strings, trying to make a little sound as possible, so as to not alert my captor. My teeth ache a bit, and I twist my wrist to gain more slack. Rinse and repeat. The ropes give way, each pull only a few more, and I might be able to step free. The fibers of the rope burning against my skin, constricting around the bones of my thumb and knuckles until... Yes! My hand pulls free, and I try not to make a noise as the pain washes over it. My wrists are rubbed raw, and I'm missing some skin around the back of my hand, but I'm bleeding, but I'll survive. I hope. I use my teeth and free hand to untie the other. What is with this jerk and these crazy survivalist knots? It doesn't matter. I pull the rope loose and roll out of bed, glancing again around the room. I need a way to get out. I need a weapon just in case. And by the way, I can't do the pill out. But first of all, I need to find a way to escape this room. Okay, escape a room. This. An empty hammer and my dirty laundry on the floor. It really makes me feel home. Maybe this will help me open the door. I slip the thin metal hook in the bowl to catch the wedge with a gel pull. So yeah, that's still broken. So the only time it would happen was during the bear route. Every other time is busted. I cautiously pull the door wider, hoping that a dry hinge doesn't rattle my ducker. I hear the rapid clicks of the keyboard coming from the room beside me. The keystrokes are outpaced by the beating of my own racing heart. I look for exit, but all I can see are closed doors. I push the door wide to the kitchen opposite to my room when I hear the hinges make the face of metallic whines. I freeze and listen intently, like a wild animal. The rhythmic typing of the other room continues. If I'm lucky, he's listening to music while he's working on his computer. With the kitchen door within sight, I creep down the hall, as quiet as a church mouse. The typing continues. Maybe he's overconfident that I'm still tied up and locked away in this room. Or maybe he's so infatuated with me that he can't imagine that I would actually want to leave his home. Maybe I should try to knock him out. If I could get the drop on him, it would buy me some time to get out and get help. If I do, I better keep quiet. Okay, so it's full of junk. There has to be a knife. A knife! Oh, thank God. Finally armed. He still doesn't even know I'm here either. I need to be cautious. Okay, got that with first try. So we're gonna use the knife because if I use the pill on anything other than what we did with the bear trap, it's still broken. So you just when he covers your eyes, it just goes to a black screen. I'll probably put that there in the end to show you guys. Just to go show you what happens, but no. Use the knife to friend the stranger. I grip the knife in my hand. My heart's pounding. My heart's not physically ready to make the leap into the being on the attack. But if I don't, who knows what the heck he'll do to me if I cower out now. Taking a deep breath, I bolt into action, instantly pushing the stranger's door wide open with my whole body, knife drawn and readied. Ryan, you got out? Take me home now. What's wrong? Everything. I don't want to be here. The stranger gets up from his chair, holding one hand over towards me. Please, calm down. You're panicking. Maybe I would grab the knife and still grab the car. I'm not. I'm standing my ground. I'm not going to be a prisoner. Ryan, darling, I'm not sure you understand the situation here. Shut up, take me home, or I'll kill you. I'll just pull the knife on me. As demanding and as threatening as I try to be, the stranger's shock expression changed to that of a mild concern. No, you won't. Don't test me. Darling, I test products, not people. Watch. The stranger reaches out, grabs the knife by its blade. His reflexes were too fast, catching me off guard. He effortlessly pulled the knife from my grasp, twirling the blade in his hands. He lunges forward. Before I could even say anything, arms raised, I closed my eyes, braced myself. The sting of the blade never comes, and I open my eyes to find the stranger's face near inches away from mine, holding up only the knife's handle. I turn my head to the side to find the blade sticking out of the wall next to me. Oh, it's gonna be like a throwing star. No, I'll be good. You see, the blade, that brittle, is way too ineffective for self-defense. I'm gonna Zorro it, pulling my knife in my mouth and use it as a weapon. Come on, let's get you some water to calm down. He reaches forward to take me by my hand. I jerk away from his touch, backing away from him and out of the room. I don't understand you, Ryan. Oh, because I couldn't do the pill route. I have to do this again. What is there not to understand? I don't want to be here. You don't want to be out there either. What gave you that idea? You said it yourself. Your life has been chaotic. Family drama, deadbeat roommate, a dead-end job, dealing with rude customers by the bus hold, and you were miserable. My deadbeat roommate got a job, so that's good. I took you away from all that made you unhappy, away from those who used you for their own gain. I, on the other hand, am giving you everything. I saved you. I never asked for your help. He reels for a moment as he processes it all, the gears grinding in his head as he reflects on where it all went wrong. Under a staggered breath, his shoulders slump, his gaze falls to the floor in defeat. His big blue eyes blink away the tears. I love you, Ryan. I wish you could see that, but I guess I really went too far off the deep end, didn't I? Kind, you think? Darn it. I didn't want this to be want it to be this way, but if you're so inclined to return to that miserable life, my heart skips a beat as a stranger reaches behind him, pulling out a hunting knife. The steel shimmering in the candlelight, in an almost hypnotic way. You need to take this to protect yourself in the woods. First of all, I could probably just take your keys and take out with the car. Passing briefly, he tosses the knife into the floor, the blade sticking on the wooden planks between us. After an uncomfortable silence, he finally digs his hands in his pant pockets and pulls out a key ring. Holding out the brass key, out in particular, he dangles them in view. But also has car key. I don't have to hotwire it. But if I were you, I would reconsider. Take the knife and no, take the keys. There's no way he would simply let me go this easily. He's clearly trying to trick me. If I crouch down for the knife, he'll be out of advantage. I don't give him that edge. I afraid acquaintance as I casually reach out to take the keys from him, but never break eye contact. My outstretched arm is tense, ready to retract as smallest twitch. To my surprise, he simply releases them. They collapse in my palm, and he steps away from the door without a word. I begin to fumble the the key ring, but I don't dare take my eyes off him. That butthole probably didn't even hold the actual door key. It's like I'm gonna have to do it this way because it'll be easier. It will make more sense to just get the knife and attack him. Each time I step back, he takes another towards me. It wasn't going to be this simple. He's probably tackle me the moment I tried to step out of the door. I'm not going to be caught off guard, not this time. After scratching at the surface around the hole, I'm stunned when the key finally slides in. His eyes widen, his lips curl into a plea that his throat chokes back along with his tears. Wait, don't! Making a desperate lunge forward to catch either the door or me, I instantly grab onto the snake's tank that sits beside me, knocking it towards the ground between us. Instantly, the stranger's attention shifts, grabbing onto the tank to prevent it from falling to the ground. Sorry, Rat. Sizing my opportunity, I don't hesitate to blow out the door and slam it shut, locking it on the other side. Based on his desperation, muffled shouts on the other side of the door, he'll be knocking it down any second. I just hope I brought myself some time to make my escape. Look for his van. Oh, okay, think. He drove me here. His van must be around here somewhere. He jiggles the door handle. His distant cries, yells, emulate from the other side. Crap. I need to hide. I get quiet, my own hands pressed tightly against my mouth to keep even the slightest noise from escaping. Ryan, darling, where are you? Please, don't leave me. The stranger is scared, in absolute panic. Good. I listen to his moments along the grass, trying to flood out the sound of my pounding heart. Why does it say not again? Right now. It must be the other side of the house. I wait silently, hearing him slam the vehicle door shut. You can't leave me. I can't be alone, not again. Oh, there he is. His footsteps slowly fade away. Is he gone? No, he's still in the car. Cautiously, I step out of the brush, peering around the corner. Thank God. He must have assumed I went straight to his van, since I have his keys. Looks at the van and just goes in the forest. With haste, I pull my way to the van, taking a moment to examine the red stain along the back. Oh God. I have to take the risk. To say it was mine because I got kidnapped. I got kidnapped. Stole the kidnapper's vehicle. If cops pull me over, so be it. I opened the van door so quietly as I could, sitting myself on the driver's seat and closing it just as carefully. And this time I'm doing nothing. The engine starts up. Starting up wouldn't be enough noise to grab his attention, so I have to be quick about it. Going over the stranger's key ring, I pick what seemed to be the van's key, sliding in the ignition, and... Yes, thank God. Shifting into reverse, I slammed the gas down, the tires spin, spraying dirt and rocks against the van's underside, and I cracked the wheel until it whips in the direction of the dirt road away from the psychopath's house. I flipped the headlights on, daring that wacky piece of crap will be standing in the middle of the road to stop me. No luck. What are you gonna do? If he's standing there in the middle of the roadway, you got it. Don't get it. I really hope the path doesn't go somewhere. I can't just be all trees. There has to be a road. There he is. Holy cow, he's here? He tricked me. You're not leaving. Stop this van right now. He reaches over to grab the wheel. Oh god, what am I going to do? There's nothing else for it. I'm gonna have to crash this van. Ah! Blood coming from my leg pulls around me. Blood coming from my leg pulls around me in my seat. A blade. Embedded deep into my thigh. Crap, my leg! You butthole! He jerks up the handbrake, stopping us in place. My eyes blur as I try to focus. I'm sorry, darling, but this is for your own good. I can't think. I can't. The stranger's gaze into my eyes, expression void. You truly have forced my hand. I expect the worst and try to squirm away from the weight of his body. No, please let me go. My cries halt as I notice the stranger is facing away from me. He pulls a knife out of my leg with a sticking sound, causing me to shriek in agony. His other hand pulling out a belt that has been wrapped above my wound tightly. Let's get this over with. A jolt of pain rips from me. The sensation of cold steel stabs my lower thigh, shifty cutting the skin. I bellow out in pain as the stranger peels my skin back to make deep lacerations at my knee. It's too much. My eyes see nothing but white as it continues his sick surgery. The last thing I recall is the tearing of muscle and the warmth of blood spilling onto the ground around me. Where? No, I'm back here again. I was so close to getting away. This can't be happening. This surely has to be a nightmare. I must have blacked out after the creep stabbed me. I can't remember getting here at all. All I remember is him attacking me in the back of his disgusting van. God, it hurts so much. My arms are heavy as I reach over the covers, tracing along my thigh to assess the damage. The sensation of dread washes over me the moment I felt gauze wrapped suddenly stop. Oh God, he didn't. I yanked the sheet off my leg. Oh my God. My leg. He took my leg. I mean, last time he did, it was at least a little understandable, but this time, yeah, he's sick. That sick, deranged lunatic. I was wondering when you'd be awake. You butthole. I need hospital now. My speech was slurring, but my mind was going a mile a minute. I don't know what kind of drug he used, but I can't bring myself to even pull myself away from him. Every part of my body felt like it weighed a ton. When there's honestly nothing more they could do than what I did, you'll be just fine. You're insane. You took my leg. I had to, Ian. That was a close call back there. I barely made it to the van in time before you sped off. I can't risk it happening again. You took my leg because I ran for my life? Your life was never in danger in the first place. You're safe here. Oh, I feel so safe. Just me and my leg taken... Just me and my one leg taken by a psychopath. His says nothing in response to this, slightly shaking his head before changing the subject. Here, take some of these. He was a glass of water to my lips. No. I clumsily threw my arm in his direction, causing his hand and knocking the glass away from him. He winces as the glass shatters on the floor. He hurriedly collects the pieces in a blood-soaked towel at the side of the bed and sighs. It's okay, I understand that you're angry. I can't work up the strength to even react to him. My energy was drained. We discuss this tomorrow. You're in no state to talk about what you do. You're in no state to talk about what you did just now. I need to get you some supplies to help you heal. You should have enough painkillers in your system to last until I get back. Just try to get some sleep, okay? The stranger locks the door on the other side. I close my eyes as I let the reality of my situation sink in. I'm stuck in the psychopath's house of horrors. My friend was barely torn to pieces. Even if I did make out of here, I'm now scarred and disabled for life. Letting myself wither away from hunger at first was tempting, but on the other hand, I wasn't ready to lay down and die just yet. It'll be nearly impossible to try to take his van again. There's no way I could drive like this. Of course you can. You get somehow get that umbrella, duct tape it to the leg, and where your leg's supposed to be. Might work. He took my leg. I dread to imagine what else he'll take I dread to imagine what else he'll take if it's injured or affected. I don't doubt he'll take all my limbs if he wanted. I'm starting to get pretty lightheaded. The stranger said I did lose a bit of blood. I should wait for these dizzy spells to pass before I. And that is end of day 4 on the other part of the driving route where he cuts off our leg. If you like my content, please subscribe, like, help out, and comment down below. See you guys next time.